Remember, before doing any activity, make sure you have permission from an adult to participate and ask them for help if you need it. Also, please check your surroundings and make sure you're in an appropriate location for the activity. Think about the objects and the people around you. Please make sure messy activities are completed outside, in a kitchen, or in another craft area. Most importantly, have fun. Please contact us if you have any questions. Email us at programs@sherwoodforeststl.org or 314-644-3322.
Virtual classes, and we'll try not to mind the cats too much over here. So just a quick preface, this being our first class. If you have never practiced yoga, welcome. I encourage you to try your best. Do whatever you feel comfortable and safe taking part in. This is your personal practice. Any yoga teacher simply acts as a guide to lead you through a new sequence. However, if anything feels off or unattainable today for you, there is no requirement whatsoever to do everything that this class or any other yoga class is asking you to do. Your body knows what's best for your body. So I encourage you to, throughout these classes, listen to yourself more than you are listening to the teacher. You are your best teacher, and this is a practice that will help cultivate your inner knowing that is already there. So that being said, we will get started. We have some fun things to do today. So we will start in a seat. Let's get our sequence handy. We will start in our comfortable seat. If you can sit in a half lotus or maybe even a full lotus with both of the feet on top of the thighs, kind of curled up like a pretzel. If you can't do that today, that is okay. Find whatever position feels comfortable enough to stay for maybe 2 minutes. We're going to use this time at the beginning of practice to check in with ourselves and to ground ourselves into the body. So what I mean by that is let's relax the shoulders down, draw the ears away from the shoulders for a long neck, and then think about the rest of your backbone as an antenna. And what we want to do is sit really strong at the base on our seat and stretch our antenna as tall as we can while keeping the shoulders relaxed down on the back. With that tall spine, let's move to make deeper breaths. So let's take 3 breaths together here. Deep inhale through the nose if that's comfortable. Fill up the belly, the lungs, and then we can release that breath. Relax the belly. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Release. And last one, let's make this the biggest breath of our day yet. Deep inhale. And release. So before we get moving, this is also the time at the beginning of practice to ask yourself a few questions such as, and these can be personal for you, these are just suggestions. Maybe, how are you feeling today? How am I feeling today? What emotions need to be acknowledged or worked through? How is my breath moving today through the body? And let's get started. So we'll do some peace breathing. We'll do 5 peace breaths together. If you'd like to, there's always an option in this practice and these to do a hum on your exhale if you're feeling a little playful. So what we'll do is the arms out to the side. We'll inhale our palms up and exhale or hum out. 4 more. Inhale, palms up, shoulders stay relaxed down. And exhale or hum. 2 more. Think about we're asking for peace. We're inhaling peace. Inhaling contentment. Exhale or hum. 2 more, I believe. Inhale peace. Inhale relaxation. Inhale joy. And exhale on a hum, if you like. And our last one, inhale palms up. And exhale, release. Next, if you'd like, you can resituate the legs before we move on. But before we do, we're going to take a twisted seat. So we want to sit our backbone, our antenna up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. And let's inhale again, palms up, shoulders relaxed. Exhale to twist. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths, keeping our spine, our antenna nice and tall. Both of our sits bones are on the floor. And to deepen the twist, you can look your gaze behind you like you're trying to look inside your ear if that were possible. Even your eyes you're looking. Our eyes are muscles that need to be worked out as well. And when we're ready, we can inhale the palms back up and exhale back to our center. We'll twist the other side the same way. Inhale our palms up. Exhale to twist the other side. Tall spine. Extend your antenna. And twist as far as you can today. Let's take 3 more deep breaths in our twist. We'll inhale our palms up and exhale, release. Next, we'll come onto our tabletop, which is where the wrists are right under the shoulders, the knees are right under the hips, in a squared off tabletop position. So we'll do 5 rounds of cat-cow. So what that looks like is we'll inhale for cow. Belly down, face up. Exhale, cat. Back arches towards the ceiling and we look towards our belly button. Do 4 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Cat. Inhale, cow. And the last one, exhale, cat. So from here, if your toes are not already, let's tuck them under and extend the knees so that we're lifting the hips up for a down dog. Our first dog pose, we'll stay here a few breaths. If you like to walk out your dog by bending one knee at a time. Now, to get fully warmed up, we're going to do some fun donkey kicks. So we'll take a few little tiptoes forward. Shift your gaze in between your hands and we'll do 5 donkey kicks. And a donkey kick is where we're going to jump and try to kick our seat with our feet. So as we exhale, we're gonna take a jump. 4 more. As we exhale, last 2. And last 1. Let's rest in our dog pose. Hopefully we're feeling warmed up. From here, we're going to come into a fold. So if you want to walk or jump towards your hands, we'll meet in a forward fold. And then we're gonna deep inhale, reach our arms out and back and overhead to a standing position. So from here, we're gonna do a full moon stand. It's important that our back is tall and long and does not arch out. So we're going to inhale our palms up and overhead to touch, keeping a tall spine and holding a moon above us for 5 breaths, standing tall, breathing deep, standing tall, breathing deep. Just 2 more breaths. And we can exhale, release the arms, and we'll do 3 easy sun salutations. Go to the top of the mat, tall spine, relax shoulders. Let's inhale our palms up, exhale to fold forward, inhale for a half lift, extend your spine, extend your antenna, exhale, place both hands on either side of the feet and let's step back the right foot. Step back the left foot. Hold your plank and then slowly lower down as slow as you possibly can. All the way down to the belly. And then we'll inhale for a snake pose. Exhale, tuck the toes and push into a dog pose. Pick up the right foot again, right foot, send it between the hands, and then the left foot meets it, another forward fold. Inhale our palms up overhead, exhale, pull that energy straight through the midline down to your heart, and that is 1 sun salutation. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, palms up, tall, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Both hands on either side of the feet. Step the left foot back this time. Then the right foot. Inhale in your plank and exhale, slow motion lower. Inhale for a snake. And exhale for your dog. Now we'll pick up the left foot first again. Send it between the hands. Right foot to meet the left. And fold. Inhale, palms out and back, all the way overhead, and down to the heart. Let's do our final and last sun salutation to conclude the warm-up. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant the palms, and this time, if you want to, you can hop back into your plank. And then again, we'll slowly lower down. Inhale for a snake. Exhale for a dog. Now Come back to our forward fold. Let's look in between the hands, and you can walk or jump. Back to your fold. Inhale, palms out and back to deep overhead. And our last sun salutation. Give thanks that the sun's overhead today. Even if it's behind clouds, it is shining for us. So, speaking of the sun, we'll move into a star pose. Feet are spread wide. Arms are out, pointing towards the corners of the room. So we look like a 5-pointed star, our head's the top. Let's take 5 breaths here, nice and strong. Legs are active, they're awake. You can imagine if you were on ice and you're trying not to fall into a split, you're pulling yourself up by moving the legs together, even though the feet are far apart. So from here, we're going to move into a triangle pose. So let's keep the right foot exactly how it is. We're going to turn the left foot so it's pointing towards one side. Okay, let's put the hands on the hips. And we're going to trace down the left side for a stretch on the right side rib cage. You might be feeling this somewhere else, and that is wonderful. Wherever you're feeling a stretch, know that that's where you need to breathe. So let's breathe here. Maybe 3 more breaths. In our triangle pose, you can look down at your hand. You can look up past your fingertips, or you can look straight ahead. And when we're ready to stand up, we're going to use our strong core and lift up back to our star. And then we'll do the other side, triangle pose. Same setup. The back foot is straight. The forward foot is pointed towards the top of our mat. So if the feet were together, they would be making a T on the same tightrope. So when we're ready, tall spine, we'll hinge at the hip and lower for a triangle pose. Broad wingspan, strong legs, deep breathing. Let's take 2 more breaths. And with a strong inhale, lift ourselves back up. 5-point star. And let's take a forward fold here. Wide legs, fold forward. If you want, you can shake your head no. You could shake your head yes. Or you can shake your head in small circles, one way or the other. Feel free to move side to side, get the wiggles out. Allow some time for the spine to decompress here. Continue to deep breathe as we're here. And then let's find the hands to the hips. And inhale, stand yourself up tall. And back to the top of the mat. We're going to do our warrior sequence. All 3 strong warriors. We'll start with our bold warrior 1. So hands on the hips. Let's pick up the right foot. Pick it up and send it back. Find your footing. And we want our back foot to be at an angle while our forward foot is pointing straight ahead. With the hands on the hips, let's put our pointer fingers out. Think of these as your hip headlights. We want both of our headlights in Warrior 1, in our Bold Warrior, to be facing forward. Okay, hips face forward, and when we're there, we can start to bend the forward foot so that the knee is just over the ankle. It's unsafe to have the knee anywhere further than the ankle. That's too much pressure on our knee. So we want to make sure that our knee is anywhere behind the ankle or just right above it. All while our headlights, our hips are facing forward. Back leg is strong. Maybe the ankle's a bit lifted. Just drive it down. Think of your back foot as your anchor. The back heel is anchoring us down. Bold Warrior 1. A few more breaths. If your legs are feeling shaky, that's good. They're getting stronger. All right, we're getting ready to move into our Brave Warrior 2. So hands are on the hips. Our back foot is going to pivot out, and that opens up our hips. Now our hips are pointed towards the side. That is okay, that's good. Let's straighten our forward knee. Just check our feet. They're how they were for our triangle pose. Now we're going to bend the knee, and while we're bending it, it's important to bend it outward towards the pinky toe. So we're opening up, we're revolving out. We're not allowing the knee to collapse forward. That hurts us. So we want to make sure that we're bending towards the pinky toe. Tall spine here. This is our Brave Warrior 2. Take a few more deep breaths here. As long as we're holding postures in yoga, we are never holding the breath. The breath is constantly free-flowing, and as much as we need to, as much as I'll remind you, we want to keep coming back to the breath. Focus on the breath. Regardless of what your body is moving through, focus on how your breath is moving with and through you. All right. Strong, brave warriors. Are we ready to go to the last one? All right. We're going to tiptoe the back foot a little closer. Square ourselves back towards the front. Headlights facing forward. I'm gonna move a little bit just so I stay in frame. But we are moving towards our Flying Warrior 3. Ready to fight or flight. So what we'll do is keep our hands on our hips. If it makes you feel more grounded or balanced, you can have your hands in a prayer or out at your side. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. We're gonna bend our forward foot and lean a bit forward. Slowly take weight off of the back foot, and then experiment with lifting off the back foot. See if we can find a right angle between the legs. And maybe you need to put something, your hands on the floor or a book, and it maybe will fall out of it and come right back. That's okay. That's part of the journey. It's a practice. It's not try it one time and get it perfect. You practice, you fail, you practice, you keep trying. So we'll just keep practicing. Take a few more breaths with this part of the practice. When you're ready, we'll come back to our stand. And get ready to repeat that all on the other side. Before we do, maybe check in, see if any one leg is feeling a little bit longer than the other, let's say. So, we'll come back to the top of our mat. This time we'll pick up the left foot, send it back. It's angled out towards the edge of the mat, towards the corner of the mat, not all the way open. Our hips are still facing forward, headlights in lane. And then we can bend the forward foot to stack the knee right over the ankle, nowhere in front. Our back leg is anchoring down. Our spine, our antenna is still nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Bold warrior one. Breathing deep, feeling strong. Feeling the strength through the legs, all the way up. If you want to put the arms up, we'll definitely do that in our next class. Today we're just working on the basic foundations. One more breath. And moving into our brave warrior, we're going to pivot the back foot, open our hips out, find your footing here. And then again, bend the knee to stack over the ankle and reach the knee out towards the pinky toe. Revolve the bend, revolve the hip, the forward hip. Brave warrior, deep breathing, strong legs, broad chest. Situate a little so I'm ready for the next one. You guys are doing awesome. I know it. Mentally preparing for our flying warrior, warrior 3. Think about and imagine yourself successfully flying your warrior. Or you can imagine that reality, the easier it will be to carry out. That being said, let's get ready to fly our warrior. Square the hips back forward. Start to bend over the knee, bend forward, and then we'll experiment with shifting the weight and lifting the back foot. Deep breathing here. Do whatever we need to keep balance. It is very helpful when the lifted foot is pointed or flexed and not just flopped. Lift it and press it back as if there's a wall behind us that we're trying to push into. Both legs just as active as one another. A few more breaths of this. And when you're ready, you can step down, or step back, whatever works. We did such a good job with all those standing postures. I think we're ready to come onto our seats. Better yet, we're going to come onto our bellies. Okay. We're going to strengthen our back so that our spine can relax. So let's do some snake poses. First, let's get our tail together, press the feet down. And then we're going to lift up without the hands. Lift up. Hold here, but continue to breathe. Hold the body. Continue the breath. Just 3 more breaths. And we can exhale to release down. We'll do that one more time after a short rest. And let's do it again. Press the feet into the floor, into the mat. Inhale to lift yourself up. It can be helpful to clasp the hands behind you. Hold your own hands. Don't hold the breath. Continue to deep breathe here. Just one more breath. We got this. Exhale to release. Okay. Next, we're going to do a bridge pose. So we're going to turn over onto the back. Plant the bottoms of the feet down so the knees are pointed towards the ceiling. We're going to press our straight arms onto the mat, pointing the fingers towards the feet, and then walk the feet so they're as close as they can get towards the fingers. Then let's make sure that our whole spine is long and grounded. So we're going to focus on our chin and our forehead. And notice where they are in relation to one another. We want to make sure our forehead is above the chin. So that might look like pushing the chin a little bit towards our chest, tucking the chin as you would say, or even picking up the whole head and tucking it that way. Pick up the head to tuck the chin and then lay it down so that the neck spine is really long and supported here. So we'll get ready for our bridge. Everything else is set up. When we're ready, we'll inhale to lift the hips, press them as high as they can go. We shouldn't be feeling any pressure in the neck. The weight is being held on our shoulders. Stay here for 3 more breaths. And exhale to release. Draw the knees into the chest. Breath, and then we're going to do a full wheel pose. So this is a pretty advanced posture. Don't expect yourself to be able to do this straight away. If this is something you're new to, just try your best today, and we'll try again tomorrow, and keep trying until it becomes easier. So we're going to take our hands, place the fingertips so they're pointed, and even if you can, touching the shoulders, and then lay them down on the floor. Okay, then we're going to press into the hands, press into the feet, lift the hips up as high as they'll go, as high as you can go. Press into the hands, press into the arms, lift the hips, stay as long as you can. Breathe deep here. When you're ready to come down, we'll come back down, lower all the way down, and then hug the knees back into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Good job. You tried so hard. You did your very best. Good for you. Okay, we're going to roll right back onto the belly. Do one more back bend. We're going to do a swan pose this time. So we're going to inhale. This time we will use the hands. Press into the mat. Inhale. Feet are together. And then we're going to try to reach the feet towards the head. Remember to breathe deep here. Relax, we'll relax back down to the belly. Take a rest here, and when you are feeling ready, we'll come back to our seat. So in our seat, we're going to come into a butterfly. Let's flutter our legs. We're going to take a fold forward. So lift the heart and fold forward, leading with your heart. A few deep breaths here, maybe 3 more. To extend our butterfly wings just one at a time today. So hold each foot individually, extend one leg at a time, touch it down, extend the other. If you're feeling exceptionally curious today, you can try both feet at the same time. I'm not gonna do that today. We'll definitely try that on a later class though, together. But if you wanna do that today, right now, by yourself, feel free, go right ahead. Back to our butterfly, float around a little bit. And then we're gonna take one last turtle fold. So we're gonna place our feet in front of us. We're gonna try to tie ourselves up here a little bit. So palms are inside the feet and walk them forward so that we can get our arms under our legs, like so. Okay. So this is our turtle fold. This is the start. If this feels comfortable, maybe just get comfortable here, stay here. If you are hands on your feet, there is a bonus here if you can intertwine your fingers in your toes, and as weird as it is, hold hands with your feet. This is really, really good to do because we wear shoes so much and socks so much, and you know, our feet are meant to spread out. Our toes are meant to walk on bare feet, on green grass or on dirt. So this is a really good way to reground yourselves and stretch out your feet. Our feet are our foundation. So as much time as they're spending in shoes, they should be getting stretched out as well. So, end of that little rant. We'll meet back in our butterfly. One last fold this time. If you're feeling up to it, you can try to reach down and sniff your toes. See if you can get all the way down there. Take a few deep breaths of those stinky feet. And then you can move away from them. Hopefully they weren't too bad. And now we'll move into the most important class, the most important part of class, the rest, the relaxation. So we'll lay on our back, let the feet come to the corners of the mat and rest out. Our arms are out at the side, away from the body, palms facing up. And like we did before, tuck your chin towards the chest so that the whole spine all the way up to the neck is long and relaxed. Let's close the eyes here. You guys continue to rest with your eyes closed. Relax the face. Relax your tongue. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyeballs, your eyelids. Relax the cheeks, allow them to feel heavy. And take these next few minutes simply to be in this state of relaxation, to soak it up and to remember how this feels, how this sense of peace feels throughout the whole body. The whole body feels relaxed. The whole body feels at peace. Stay in this state of deep peace and relaxation as long as your schedule allows. I'll end the class here with you today in your relaxation pose. So without my instruction, you know how to relax. I will leave that to you. Namaste. Thank you.